Hi everyone, my name's Electric Donkey, and today we're back on another little review type thing. So, last week I didn't actually get any responses or anything for games to do, so I just went ahead and I chose something out of the work in progress thing, and it's called NN Space or Neon Space. It sounds pretty interesting, so I thought, I'll have a look. It's only got one comment and it's not actually any review. But basically it's saying NN Space is a game I developed a week so far. A week's pretty good, actually, for a week. It's a retro style arcade game that consists in surviving as long as possible in upcoming waves or of always harder waves, since the game is currently in development, so there is nothing much to see, but it's going to get bigger. Brackets, I am not an artist, so please don't commentate on the art style and such. The little download link, and then there's some little handy things I quite like, actually. So it tells you what the upcoming features are going to be, and it's got a little changelog sort of thing going on here. The only thing I would say about this thing here, not very easy on the eyes. So just in this little name bit, we've got quite a lot of contrasted colours, sort of thing. Green's fine. Red doesn't look great. Minor little thing, not really that important. So let's just jump on in the game. I've been playing this a bit beforehand. It reminded me actually a lot of the last video. It's kind of a Asteroids type feel. It hasn't got an icon, which is kind of disappointing, but if it's only done in a week, well, that's just about fine. Another thing you can see is it's quite laggy at the moment. It's not actually laggy at all, it's just the way I'm recording and what I'm recording on and what have you. I played it beforehand and it ran perfectly. Easily 60 frames per second. You couldn't see any lag. So the actual game itself is pretty good. It's pretty fun. I played a bit of it. It's kind of addictive, actually. It's kind of an asteroidy type feel. Is that the word? Is that the game? I can't remember. So I've been playing around with it. I've noticed a few little glitches and things that I don't particularly like about it. So I'll just run through those really quickly. First one I'll try and replicate, but it's a bit tricky to do. But at one point I appear to be able to travel straight through one of these asteroids, which kind of is game breaking if you can travel through them. Other thing I've noticed, maybe not a glitch of such, but when you get down to 0 lives, it doesn't say lives equals 0. So if I restart, it says lives equals 2. Now if I lose a life, let's just go ahead and crash our ship. We've gone down to 1, but then if we lose that 1 life, you see there, I just went through that. I wasn't exactly looking, but I think I just went straight through that one. But you see, it just disappears entirely. It's probably a little code error, so to be honest, not really a big issue. I like the font though, the font's quite neat. Only thing else that I had noticed with the glitch wise is on the little code thing it said on itch, so where it download link is, it said if you press Y it skips to the next stage and this is for debugging. Only thing that's a bit odd is you can go into minus score. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but it's quite handy because it means I can skip ahead a few levels and just show you some of the harder things to come. So there is a few more bosses, there's some bigger rocks, you have to break them down into little rocks. There's some big machine things you've got to shoot down, and it gets progressively harder, which is basically what it is. And if I was to play it all the way through and get to these levels, it would take me probably quite a while to do. Which in ultimate honesty is probably quite a good thing. Only thing I do have to fault on the game is I don't know if fault's the right word. I'm kind of in debate as whether it's the fault or a good thing. So when you actually move around, it's quite tricky to get the hang of. I think because if you moved your mouse around, I think that'd probably be better and more efficient. But it kind of, at the same time, gives it that kind of retro-y feel to it. Only thing else I can kind of mention on that I don't really like is if I just sit here, I'm just going to take a drink of water. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to stand there. See, it's all very casual at the moment. Nothing's coming my way. It's all randomly generated, isn't it? So these rocks are just going to keep moving. They're not going to hit me. And these might change later on. Let's see. If we go to wave 2, can we get here on wave 2? Okay, so the answer to that is no, we can't get hit on wave 2. And in fact, that one was coming close, but you could just sit here and just shoot. You don't need to move, do you? So let's try wave 10. I could just sit here and shoot. So granted, I did lose a life there, but I think I probably would have lost quite a few more if I was actually doing this properly. See, I'm just spamming my spacebar at the moment, and everything in my way is just getting destroyed. So you might want to, I don't know, I can't give you any straight up advice for that. It's kind of a bit of a complicated issue that maybe add some sort of reason to move. I don't know. Let's try another level. Let's try this one. Oops, pressed the wrong button there. Hang on. Let's go back to here and just spam space until we hit everything. And if we spam space harder, we might hit everything faster. Okay, so that one did hit me then. I guess you might have to aim a little bit if you really want to get these little ones. But if you keep spamming space and moving around, you're pretty much likely to win the game anyway. Spin, 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 and spam. And all of a sudden, that game that I said earlier was really, really fun, and I enjoyed playing. It's kind of just been ruined by this. Well, not ruined. Basically, what I would say is you've got a really kind of good game for your week. For a week. I don't know if that's longer than a week or shorter than a week now or what, but for a week, that's pretty good. Pretty nice. And here he said, I'm not an artist, so please don't commentate on the art style and such. Well, I am going to comment on it. Even though you said there, I'm not an artist, I don't care. I'm going to comment on it. I like the art, actually. It's good. It's simplistic, it's easy. There's no complications to it. If you had to add these HD 4K texture to the rocks, I don't think it'd make the game any better. In fact, it might even make it worse. The fact that it's simplistic and basic makes it good. Especially the text. I really like the text. Mind you, I'm not quite sure what that's saying. It's saying wave. I don't know, really. I think something's gone haywire there. But who knows? Maybe we should try and replicate that. Is it 11, do we think? 11? No? 12? 21. How many levels are there? Let's see. Investigating. It looks like it's all just randomly generated. In fact, these levels don't look like they're any harder than the ones before. So it might just hit a point where it gets all the same. But basically, for the time being, that's pretty well made, Mr. Zeno Cage. I presume it's going to be pronounced like that. So, if you enjoyed this little, I don't know what the word is, feedback kind of video thing, remember to like, subscribe, and I will talk to you later.